Yeah, Brooke and Dave, police released very few details about the homicides last week, but today officials released new information giving us an insight into how those three people died and where the investigation goes from here. Tonight, new details emerging about last week's triple homicide in a home on Forsythia Drive on the city's east side. The coroner's office saying 64-year-old Mark Higgins, 34-year-old Keith Higgins, and 34-year-old Jessica Carr died from multiple gunshot wounds last Thursday. When we went back to the house where it happened today, there was no answer. Neighbors telling us off camera that they have seen people moving personal items out of the home. Police also saying they are searching for 4 persons of interest that were seen exiting this red Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Police say it was taken from the scene of the homicides and dumped behind this home about 3 miles away.
I don't really feel safe out here.
A resident of the neighborhood where the car was found, who didn't want to show her face on camera, said she hadn't heard about the car being found, but her reaction when we told her?
I want to say shocked, but honestly these days with everything I see on the news, I'm not really shocked.
She said she's always been cautious around the neighborhood, but after last week's incident,
It makes me want to stay in the house a little bit more than I normally would.
today we are also learning new details about the victims. In Mark and Keith Higgins' obituaries published yesterday, both are described as loving people who enjoyed life and will be missed by family and friends. Today, a small memorial is what remains outside the house. A neighbor telling us that Mark's wife of 37 years won't be returning to the home where her husband and son were killed. Now, visitation for Mark and Keith Higgins will be held this Wednesday from 4 to 8 p.m., followed by a service on Thursday at 10 a.m. Now, as for the investigation, police returned to the neighborhood where they found that red Monte Carlo, and they're handing out these reward flyers, urging anybody with information to come forward. And if you do have information, you are encouraged to call Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. Live downtown, Max Lewis, 24 Hour News 8.